All right, good morning, guys. Sorry about that. Welcome to our trade session, Saturday morning trade session. Guys, this is the staple for your trading journey with us. Why? Is because Saturday morning is where we really break things down. So this morning I am actually presently having breakfast as well. So what you guys could do is, do me a good favor and in these next couple of minutes, how about we just do questions and answers so that I can get something in my tummy. So, the chat box is all open. If you need me to unmute you, for you to verbally ask something, feel free. Just type it in the box and I'll just unmute you. So we could go about it like that. And I will also like to start this call with on a high note. Let me share this with you all. Make sure this is it. Sweet. Check that out. This is the results for this week from our group. We got a total of 95% growth for this week on just 5 trades. And this wasn't even counting the last one that Nigel posted with EJ. So if we had included that, well, it would have been way more. But this is just from what we posted, and it's 95% growth. I mean, guys, where do you know that you could literally grow your money by 90% in a week? We're not talking a month, we're not talking a year, we're talking a week here. Last week was 81%, this week 95%, last month was 161%. And we didn't trade really for the first week of the month. And when we really started was just what? The Wednesday or something of the next week, so something like that, however it was. But if we're averaging, well above 50% every single week, that's far better than any financial institution anywhere in the world, even on an aggressive growth plan. I actually just come across last night a new investment company in Trinidad. I'm not too sure if they were always around, but it's new to me. CBC or something like that there on the avenue. And they are offering people packages to set their families free. And their packages are 3.5% interest for the year on a minimum of $10,000 deposit for a minimum hold of 3.5 years. So you need to leave your money with them for 3.5 years. You need to have a minimum of $10,000, and they're gonna pay you 3.5%. That is amazing growth. Guys, we're doing 95% for a week. So let me know what questions you guys want answered. I can see how I can fit the team into our training this morning. Let me know so many things that, whatever you need clearing up. So you guys just throw it out there. You guys don't have any question? Or would you say that it's best to aim for at least 20 pips per trade? Per trade in order to make your goal more achievable? Actually, yeah. Is it when I checked? I want you guys to check something out here. When I check 10%, this is equal to 100 plus pips. It's well over 100 pips, so I'll use the minimum of 100 pips. When I say 19%, this is 190 plus pips. It might be 197, but I wouldn't round it off and say 200 pips and call it 20%. I'll use the lesser figure. This 12% would have been, well over 120 pips. And this 9% would have been 90 pips. Now, this does not include twin trading. This is just you placing one position and just going for it with just one position. Now, why I do it this way is because as you guys know, I like to under promise but over deliver. So I'm not gonna tell people that we made, if I included twin trading factor into this, we'd have been up 100 and something percent. I'm not too sure how much, but if we had to add 2% to all these positions, when 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it would have been 150% growth for the week. What I would say is that you need to have patience. Once your analysis is down, you're going to get way more than 20 pips. All these trades went way more than 20 pips. We just need to have the patience to wait it out. It's one of the biggest things that I had to learn. And even this year, I'm still learning because this year I've tested my patience, especially this week, a whole lot. So patience is really a virtue when it comes to trading forex. If you look at it, guys, there's not a single trade that I post that I've lost so far. All went into profits and exactly where we wanted it to go. But the only thing that we can't see is how soon it's going to get there. And my mind fall back to CAD JPY this week. I think I posted it out on Tuesday. This particular trade on Tuesday. And took all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday. Throughout London on Thursday, and by mid New York, it actually dropped where it needed to go. So it took Tuesday all day, Wednesday all day, and basically London into New York on Thursday. And then in just 2 hours, 2 candles alone, we're up 90 pips in just 2 candles. So it's like you really need to have the patience when it comes to trading forex. No, to be able. So I wouldn't say it's best to aim. I would say that you need to be twin trading to at least secure some of your money. Till you develop the patience to get all this type of growth and hold your positions to get this, you definitely want to be twin trading more so that you're always securing a minimum of 2% on each trade. And while we're at it, I want to publicly endorse five trades right now. There's been some change in management. We're seeing the fruits of it. We're seeing the results of it. This week, I was very impressed. I was very happy with the results that I saw. They did 17% growth. They lost one trade, they broke even on another trade, and they won the rest. So I think they won like 9 trades, they broke even on one, and they lost one. But overall, you would have been up 17%. They have set figures that they're going at. They're going for, 3% growth on every trade. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. If you risk 3%, you make 3%. So I want to publicly endorse it because it's a great platform for everybody to, be able to copy and paste and be able to earn profits. What we do here with BT is really teach people to trade. So there's, the ability for you to learn and earn at the same time. So, while we're speaking, let's put some things into perspective. We have our team doing well over, 50% easily every single week. You have swag trades doing a nice percentage every week. You have bounce back, being able to call some profitable trades every single week. You have Gold Cup, being able to call some pretty good trade setups every single week. You have IML TV with over 89 channels now, calling setups every single day. There's no reason why anybody in this group should not be making well over, at least they're like on the minimum, like minimum, there's no way that you should not be doubling your account every single month. Now, with our group signals alone, you could potentially do that every week. This is why I'm saying if you combine all of these things, there's no way that you should not be doubling your account every month. And let's put things into perspective. There's no way in the world that you all could be able to double your money for $145 a month. It just doesn't happen. That is not possible anyway. So I'm still eating breakfast, so I'm just, chatting while I go along. All right. Who on this call don't know somebody that would love to have 95% of their money every single week or every month? All right, let me do an assessment of people on the call now. Let me see how many of you are in your first month. Just say me. Some of you, I'm going to be like, no, you're not. No, you're not. But then I get so accustomed to your names. It's like, dang, I didn't even realize, this has to be a long month. Although it is a short month, it felt long. Okay, cool. How many of you in your second to third month? Well, it's in your first 3 months. Let me put it that way. How many of you understand how we do our analysis on the scanner based on support, resistance, and trend lines with the harmonic scanner. They say me for those who understand, and say not me for those who don't understand. What about the rest of you all? A bunch of people on this call. I see like 5 comments. Okay, good. Hi guys, so I could probably try multitasking now. So let me teach you guys what it takes for you to learn how to just use this one tool, be able to grow your accounts in excess of 50% every week. Because we have been doing it. Why do I like this tool? Is because you learn to use this and you could use any one of the other tools. You could use bounce back, pull cup, web analyzer, everything. So let me see, should I use this? Yeah, I'll use this. Now, personally for me, guys, I like the 1 hour chats. I don't use the 15-minute chats. There's nothing wrong with them, but I just prefer to trade off the 1 hour chats. Even better the 4 hour, but I like to stick to the 1 hour. So, for the new people, not the old people, before, this is the time that all those who didn't respond, they're gonna want to respond now. For the new people, what is this scanner telling me to do on GBP USD? If you don't know, feel free to say, I don't know. Why? It's because if you don't know, at least I get the opportunity to know so I can explain to you so that you know. That's a lot to know, but it's good to know. Another thing, guys, is that this call is being recorded. So what you want to do, oh, I wasn't sharing my screen. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I wasn't sharing my screen before. So you guys, for the new ones, let me know what this scanner is letting me to do, telling me to do, I mean. And also we're recording this call, and also for us to finish this call in time and get enough value out to you all, the quicker your responses are, the better. All right, guys, what is this kind of telling us to do? Now this is recorded, so I'm going on the record to say this. For the new people who don't know, and you're not saying that you don't know, you just doing yourself the biggest injustice. Because guess what? You're just gonna stay in a position of not knowing. So now that I know that I'm getting the interactions from people who I know knows, I could just teach them from the perspective that I know that they need to be taught from, which is that they just need they already know the stuff that I'm gonna show you guys. So it comes like this. Should I teach what I wanted to teach, which was the basics, so that all the new people understand what it takes to do what we do? Or should I do it for Faraz, Berenice, Siobhan, Nikki, Shyla, Sheila, I'll get it, Stefan, who I know understands how to draw support, resistance, trend lines, how to identify the breakout, and how to enter a trade. Again, it's the interaction. So if I'm getting interaction, I know that, hey, these guys know it. So let me show them what they need to do extra. But then those who don't know it, what I would show them, you guys wouldn't understand either because it's not even the basics. So not to buff up anybody, but to be real with you guys. So I know some people might be shy too, but being shy doesn't. Yeah, definitely I'm going to do it for new people. Being shy doesn't really help you earn money, especially here. So all I did with the scanner, I like to just double click anywhere on the screen and take off the indicator because I do not use it. It is no way necessary for me in my trading style. So the scanner is calling for a sell. Why is the scanner calling for a sell? We have the entry here. We have the take profit points 1, 2, and 3 here. So if the take profit is lower than the entry, what do we ideally want to happen? We ideally want the market to come down, right? So if we want the market to go in a downward position, we want the market to sell. So that is how you know a sell from a buy, with the take profits being lower than the entry. You want price to come down, so this is a sell. If you wanted price to go up, guess what? Take profit points would have been above the entry. It's as simple as that. Easy. So now that we know that, what do we need to know, guys? If this is a sell, what do we need to identify? What is the criteria for us to enter a sell? All right, cool. So it's pretty simple. Trading is like cooking, or it's like a recipe then. There's certain things that you need to do to get a certain result. So if you're gonna bake a cake, you need, the things that you need to bake a cake with. You wouldn't make, you wouldn't, go to bake a cake with the things that you curry chicken with. It doesn't work that way. So there are certain things that you need to do to get a certain result. So for a cell, what we need to look for is resistance, and we need to, at least if we're using this scanner, the first thing is that the scanner needs to call a cell. So we have that. The second thing is that we need to identify a resistance point. The third thing we need to do is to wait or identify a break of the uptrend. That's basically it. Fourth thing that you could possibly look for is a pullback or a retest. That's about it. That's the four things that you need to know. You know these four things, and you have the ability to earn on any sell. Likewise, if you're doing for support, for a buy, you're looking for support. So a rule of thumb, guys, for all the new people, we buy off for support and we sell off for resistance. If you don't understand support and resistance, trend lines, pullbacks, retests, go back to the academy, understand technical analysis, understand the basic section so that this can make sense to you. So the first thing we have is it's kind of calling for a sell, right? So do we have that? We agreed that we have that. So let's, okay. I was gonna put a check emoji, but we can't do emojis on the scanner. The second thing we want to identify is resistance. So what you all want to do is understand support and resistance levels. All right. So check this out, guys. What do we have? Let me break it down on a bigger scale for you. What do we have here? If I am to drop this line here, what would you call this point? This area here. We don't call it resistance, right? Does anybody have an issue identifying this as resistance? For those of you probably on the sign for the first time, this point is resistance. This is where the market came up, it touched, and then it dropped. So that it came up, touched, and dropped. So resistance points in the market is basically areas where price is literally hitting a ceiling. Picture this like the roof above your head, right? Even if you look over here, the market came up to this point, touch here, and it did drop. Didn't go all the way back down, but it did drop. So you have another resistance point there. So you want to identify areas, and if you go back in the past, chances are you're going to see it happening again. If we could get enough data to load, unfortunately, no, it stops right there. No big deal. For the new people on the call, you guys seeing this? Let me know if you're getting this. Okay, good. So we have resistance. Just excuse me a second. All right, next. So here we have resistance. And what I want you guys to understand is that resistance are just points that the market reaches and turns and comes back down. So picture resistance as a ceiling above your head. And if you jump, you're going to butt your head and you're going to fall back to the floor. You jump back up again, you're going to butt your head and you're going to come down. Also, I like to look at it at levels. The levels you want to look at is like levels where, like in a building, a multi-story building. Now, let me see if I could get a 1 hour chart that we could work off of. Let me look at the first one. I'll be a bit cleaner. Do we want to use this? Actually, we could use any one of these things. I just want to get one that is aesthetically pretty for you guys. I can make any one of them pretty. Why? Is because all market conditions typically are the same. So let's use this one. Let's use a UD card. It's the same setup, right? It's calling for a sell. Now, what I want you guys to notice here is that we're going to identify the same things. What are you all seeing in this particular area here? What is the market doing at this point? Because guys, trading is really simple when you make it simple. So we have support here, right? Anybody not seeing that this is support? Anybody wondering why is this support? So the thing about it is that wherever you're going to find support in the market, now support is just like areas in the market where you're standing on. If you notice something, the market literally is at a point where you could, you know, jump, jump, jump. Every time you jump, if you jump on the floor, what's going to happen? You're going to have a strong enough area that you could, relaunch again, jump back up. Now tell me something. What does this particular area here and this particular area here and this particular area here and here look like to you? What would you say? Okay, good. Higher lows, right? But for the new person on the call, this is just the market basically finding a trend up. It's going in an upward direction. But you want to consider this as, this is how you want to look at this, guys. You want to consider this as a staircase. think about the staircase that, okay, I wouldn't say that you have in your home, but think about the staircase in a multi-story car park or a multi-story building. If you are on the ground floor, let's call this the ground floor, right? This is the ground floor. And you want to go up to the first floor. You need to climb the stairs, right? And if you climb the staircase, guess what? You're going to reach a particular level where you're on a platform. And to get to the next flight of stairs, you need to walk around. So you're going to get to basically, you're going to walk up the staircase. You're going to get to a platform. Then you're going to go to the next staircase, get to a platform, go to the next staircase. And that's how you get to the different levels. Let me know if you're following that and if that is making sense to you. The new people on the call. I know it makes perfect sense to everybody else. And the new people on the call, guess what? If you let me know if it's making sense or not quick enough, we could be of great value to everybody else who already knows this. So I could get you all up to scratch and then we could go from there. So this is where you are now standing. This is you standing here, right? And then this is you standing here. And this is you standing up here, right? So if you're standing, that means you have good support, right? You have a solid base. And if you have a solid base, it's supporting you. And that is what we call support. Now, I want you guys to picture this with me. This is a area of support. This is a area of resistance. So I'm going to call, okay, I should have just done it in colors. Easy. Look at this. This dude is yellow. This dude is blue. This dude is, I put him red or something. So check this out, right? Isn't the floor for person blue the ceiling for person A? Let me know this, guys. If person A jumps, what is gonna happen? They're gonna hit their heads on this level here, right? If they hit their head, then they might fall down. Making sense? Now, if they get above, then guess what? They need to line back down on this floor for they to have support for them to go to the next level. But if they don't get above, guess what? They're just gonna bounce their head and they're gonna come back down. Likewise, if person blue needs to get to this level where person red is, if they jump and they put their head and they don't break through, they're gonna come back down to the floor. They'll fall back down, they're gonna get some support, they might recatch themselves and try to do it again. Let me know if that is making sense to you. Because what I want to show you now is this. If this is the ground floor, right? This is the next floor. Now, just gonna use a small area just to illustrate this to you guys. Now, if we started here, if you look here, we literally jumped, put our heads, came back down. Came back up, we didn't get through. Now we walk up the staircase or jump through and burst through, anyhow you want to picture it. And now we're standing on it. If we're standing on it, guess what? These wicks here that we're seeing pointing down shows us that what? Price tried to go down. Anybody does not understand wicks? Let me know if you don't understand wicks. Because this is like a basic call, but not really a basic call. Because what I'm getting is that I'm realizing more people know this stuff, so I don't need to break all of this down. So if we have wicks pointing down, we show a rejection of this level, guess what? We now have an area of support. Would you guys agree that this is a good area of support? You have support here, you have support here. Remember, all of this didn't happen as yet. Only stuff in the past. So price stopped here, it went up. Came back down, stopped here, open under it. Went back up. Came back down, stop, break through, open down here, then continue down. So we have a good area here. I like that. Price broke above, we find support now. So this person, he actually broke through to where person 2 is, or the blue person. And now that they have this level here, guess what? Okay, let me color code it. Might be cool to color code it. And now is that making more sense to you all now? The new person on the line. We started here, we came up, we got onto level, we got onto level 2 of the blue person. Blue person tried to get up to the red level, jump, but his head come back down. Try again, came back down. Try again, got a little bit above, came back down. Went up, came back down. Actually got through, but still came back down. Got through, stayed above. So now we have support. If we had support, guess what? He can now go for another level. Orange. Guess what? Went up, came down. Went up, came down. Stayed there. Went up, came down. Went up, didn't get higher. Came down. So this is you knowing your trends. A trend is literally higher highs and higher lows. We didn't have that here. We got low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, no higher high. So we're not going to continue going up. We're not looking for the market to change its trend. So we have higher high, but no, we have a higher low, but we don't have a higher high. So the market came down, came back up here. This is your change in direction. Guess what? You don't really need to know all of that when you're trading on this scanner. That's the nice thing about trading on this scanner. All you need to know is how to identify support and resistance. This is why this kind of makes it so easy. Why? It's because it is already choosing all the trade for you and letting you know when to buy and when to sell. So you don't really have to go too much focusing on shifting momentum, changing direction, all of this. You just need to know how to identify support and resistance, how to draw your trend lines. So this is identifying support and resistance in the market. Are you guys clear on that? It's not my best depiction of it, but it's a pretty cool, a pretty quick one. We have support, came up. We have support, support, it stayed above, support, broke above, now we have it here. What was resistance became support. So, seeing that we could see that, guess what? If the support zones become resistance, okay, in this example, the resistance zone became support, so we continue going up, right? Let me know if you follow that. The resistance zones, being the zones on top, your ceiling, it became your floor. So you continued climbing higher. What do you think is going to happen if your support zones becomes your resistance? Meaning that you see how this was resistance and then it became support? Came up, resistance, resistance. But over here now, it became support. Support. It's now resistance again. What happens when your support zone becomes resistance? What do you think is going to happen? Check this out, guys. I'm just going to shift this. If you realize it's the same box, I'm just going to shift it. What you have as support, we're now coming down the stairs now. So if your price now reacts like this, you're looking for the market to sell. So we're going to sell off a resistance and we're going to buy off a support. So if this zone was our support zone, guess what? Price is in this zone right now. The next zone now we identified. Now these weren't really clear zones. I was just, using them, but they're pretty good. We could use them. They're not that bad. What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna look for? Scan is calling for a sell. What do we need to do for this to sell? We need to identify this area as resistance. So for this to really be resistance, we need to identify it in the past. So that's your depiction of all of this. Let me clear my chart. Let me get my mouse back up. Very good. Give me a second, guys. My mouse is. There we go. Nice. So what we're looking at, guys, for this particular trade to sell, we need to identify that the entry area is a good enough resistance to stop this market from going up, for it to literally bounce its head, then, if you want to call it that, and come back down to the floor. Do we have enough validation for this trade to stop where it is and come back down? That's what we need to, identify for ourselves. So one of the first things I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys how I do this. Remember, we're looking for support, resistance, trend lines. We're looking for everything to line up with the entry. So I like to do a C to D trend line. Now I might use this one more. And this is how I'll look at it typically. Yeah, I'll use this. I'll use that. Then I'll do this. I'll watch to see where price came off this trend line and when it started trending up. Now, that is two trends I have. Now, guess what? I see that the market continuing to go up. So I need this market to come down. But this market will only come down if something pushes it down or something stops it from going up. And what is going to stop the market price from going up? A resistance area, right? So what we need to do is identify the strong resistance areas in the market. So right here where this stop loss point is a good resistance area because we see price stop hit a lot. Would you guys agree with that? But the stop loss point is we saw a lot of price action around this area. So this entire zone is like 11 pips. So to me, anywhere in this zone is good because we had price really playing in this zone. But the stop loss point is a good a good area. So I like the stop loss as a resistance. So ideally what I want to see, I want to see price come up to this point. It's already reached here and turn. If it comes on this side of the trend line, guys, that's an easy sell for me. Why? It's because the stop loss point is a good resistance. The entry is a good support as well in the past. So a good support is going to be a good resistance as well. If you guys look at it. Support, 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 resistance. So really and truly, once you understand how to identify support and resistance zones, like in this case, check this out. Trading is really simple. You just focus on a few things. Support, resistance, trend lines. And you can make a lot of money. And we prove it every single week. Keep it simple, guys. Resistance, support. Resistance, support. Resistance, support. And then the market went up. This is low, high, higher low, high, higher low, higher high. Simple as that. No big maths. But what I want to show you all really and truly is this. If you look at this particular area here, we have good support. Now, if I come all the way back here, look at what's going on there as well. We have this area, price in this area again. almost made it back up here. Made it back up, it dropped, made it back up. Guess what? Is it going to drop or is it going to continue going up, reach it, and continue going up? We don't know. Let me show you why we have the success rate that we have and we don't take losses anymore. It's because of this. This market is trending up, down, 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 up, down. Why would we want to take a sell if it's doing that? A lot of people will be like, well, guess what? RSI, overbought, candle, we had an engulfing, we had an next engulfing down, having a little doji thing happening there. Let's go for a sell. It doesn't matter what happens, in my opinion. Why? Because once this thing stays on this side of the line, it is going to go up. If we want to take a sell, all we need to simply do is wait for this to happen. Let price come on this side, anywhere on this side. And you will take your sell from there. It is as simple as that. Identifying resistance zones, because resistance zones is what carry the market down, and waiting for a break of the trend. Let me know if that is making sense for you all. This simple thing has taken my trading from wins and losses to wins. Why? Is because I don't enter a trade because it reached a resistance point, and because it reaches, gonna reject. Yeah, it might reject, but it might find back support on your trend line and go up. As I said to you guys, I'm only going to teach you all what I see works for me and I have good results with. Let me show you another example of why I don't just sell off a resistance point, because this is just an example. If you look at this particular trade here, right? We have resistance. So market came down. Let me make this as wide as possible. We'll not use that. That brush isn't working too good. We have over here, so that's what the market came down. And put it green. Why? Resistance, market came down. Resistance, market came down. Resistance, market came down. Guess what? We have resistance here as well, but the market didn't come down, right? It just reached right here and it went up. Reached there and it went up. Reached back there, it went up. Reached there, guess what? It might go up. Let me know if you guys see in the green. Not too sure if you guys see in the green, but okay, good. That is all you need to really know. Learn to identify support and resistance and learn to draw trend lines. This have nothing to do with advanced and intermediate and market geometry and 5 waves, 6 waves, all the different waves. Nothing to do with that. Is there anything wrong with knowing that? Nothing is wrong with knowing that. Is anything wrong with knowing what all the other educators are doing? Nothing is wrong with doing that. Guess what? Each person is going to teach you what they see to be working for them. I just simply show you all what I see to be working for me. And we have the results to show for it. We don't claim profits that we don't get. We don't claim trades that we don't post. That's a nice thing about us. Everything that we claim is what is already posted way before. So anybody have any questions on this? If you all look at it, I really didn't spend much time doing this. All you really need to do is learn how to identify support and resistance. All I saw was that the market came down, went up, came down, went up, came down, gave you a little fake out, went back up, come back down, respect back this same point, respect back this same point. It's back at this point. It's kind of giving me an entry now. Now, this is why I only use this scan. It's kind of telling me to sell, so I am now going to look at it. And all I need to do is validate the points. So have this area, have this area, have this area. Guess what? This area. I'm now looking at this particular area. Unless this thing comes on this side of the trend line, I am not gonna buy or sell. And if it does what I want it to do, let's say it comes from here, that point to this point is what? 20 pips. I'm out with 2% profit. If it breaks through this trend line, I am going to trail this thing down till about this point, 90 pips. At this point in time, I'm up probably 110%, 110 pips, which is about 11% of your account. If it goes more, well, then guess what? I'm just going to trail it till I get stopped out. That's as simple as we do Forex trading here with this team. When it comes to using the scanner, there's multiple ways to use the scanner, but this is just the way that I use it. Anybody have any questions on it? All right, cool. So let's look at something else. Not really feeling to go all that basic today. So again, another sell opportunity. What are we looking for? Looking for resistance, right? If we're selling, we sell off for resistance. So to identify resistance, you can get resistance of a horizontal area, and also you can get resistance of a trend line. So you can get resistance of a trend line, be in it like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's resistance, right? Or we could get it like this. At the end of the day, it's still hitting a point over here and going down. hitting and going down, hitting or touching anything and going down. Same thing as doing here. Y'all, that's making sense? That's making sense? Let's look at GBP USD. GBP USD. We have simple. What do we have here? Have both support and resistance, right? Have resistance, 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 support. Up. Came down, resistance, down. Came up, support, up. So if you have support and resistance there, guess what we're looking to happen here? Support and resistance too. If this market comes up and meets this point, respects it as resistance, it is going to go down. When are we going to enter this trade? Well, if we have a trending market like how we have here, now we could just do this. We could really just do that. Then you can just do this. What do you think is going to happen in this particular area? My money is that once it reaches there, it's gonna sell. Guys, that is how I trade Forex. That is what I do, and that is how we get the results. It's gonna meet this line. If it respects this line, it's gonna come down. If it comes down, guess what? It's gonna go. All right, let me do this. This more. If it goes up, it's gonna touch that line. Comes back down. If it stays there, it's gonna go up. And if it comes there, do that. Right? That's one scenario. If you see that happening, guess what? Oh well. You don't enter the trade, you don't lose any money. Now, if this happens, it comes up there and it breaks through here. Come on. Cool. That is literally what you're looking to happen. Anything in this yellow box, go ahead and sell. This is gonna be to this point. Now check this out. Again, support and resistance, right? People say, Aaron, I am not good at trailing my stops as yet. I'm like, okay, cool. Just practice. More you practice, more you get it. Support and resistance, right? Let me know if you guys see in your support these levels of support and resistance, right? Aaron, I'm not good with trailing those stops. This box only opening up. Okay, cool. Nice. So all right, that's kind of what I have right now in front of me that I could use. Next thing will be here. Those are the areas of support and resistance in this market, right? You guys seeing that? Good. So the trade activates. It comes here, you get in. You enter for a sell. You're selling from, let's say you're selling from about here. Price comes down 20 pips. Well, obviously, right about here, you're out with your first position. You're good to go. Now check this out. Even at this position here, this point, 20 pips, what are you guys seeing there as well? We have support and resistance there too, right? Support, resistance. We have support, it went up, right? Let me delete all of this black trend line thing. Right. So you enter from here. This black line is your entry. This red line, it's going to be red just now, is your stop loss. So your stop loss is, we recommend 3%. So your stop loss is actually 30 pips from your entry, which is about here, right? Cool. So you enter this trade, that's your trade setup. This point here, 20 pips, this is your take profit point. So let's say you enter 2 trades. So you're twin trading it. Price comes down, hits this point, one position close off, you're in profits. Now, check this out. If price comes down here, more than likely what we're expecting it to do again. If it has to come back up, it's going to come back up right here, right? You guys agree? More likely going to have to come back up right there. Touch your trend line again and then go down, right? So your first trade is out in profits at this point. So this is gone. Let's move it. Let's move this out for the time being. This is gone. I'm gonna delete it because that position is closed. Your next trade is still open. You don't have a take profit set on that. You're gonna trail that one now. You know when this happens and price starts going down, then you move stop loss to probably your entry, or you can move your stop loss to the last high over here. See, price broke through this area of support, right? Probably comes down, comes up. Don't move your stop loss yet. You wait for this to happen. Then you move this to about here. Or at this point in time, if you want, you can walk away with all your money that you made so far. Or you could wait for this to happen. It's all about patience. That to happen. Then you move your stop loss here. or at this point in time, it's done 90 pips. You could close it all out or secure as much as you want to secure. But that is how you trail your stops. It breaks through, comes back, respects this point. You move your stop loss to the last high when it breaks through this area here. When it breaks through this area and comes back up and respects it, you bring it back here. If you want to protect it even, faster, while this is happening, meaning this move here, and your stop loss is still up here, you could wait for this to happen and move it like just a couple pips above here, so that in case this happens, where it comes back and tests the trend line or something, or this last high point here, at least you don't get stopped out too early. You still have some room. You might get stopped out if it moves up. That's the risk that you run when you're trailing by moving your stop loss too fast, because it's about here to here is just 5 pips. I mean, 5 pips, you could get stopped out pretty easy. So you always want to give the market enough space to move, because if it's following a trend, it's going to be doing this. Breaking the support and resistance level, but respecting this trend going down. So you always want to wait for this to happen. And you just move your stop loss accordingly. Right there. So when it comes back up, it has enough room to, if it has to break through, because, I mean, guys, if you look, there are wicks. There are wicks. It's not going to just hit this line and turn back all the time. It might come above a little bit to freak out some people and then continue going. So guess what? It reaches this point. You just want to wait for it to reach here. Come back up. Respect this zone again. Back down. And I mean, guys, I always say we get paid to draw lines and have patience. Paul just said it. Put it about 10 pips above the last high. Simple as that. So if this is the last point here, price breaks below, comes here. We'll give a recommendation of 10 pips. How much is this? It's 9.5. This is 10. Pretty cool, isn't it? Paul has been trading for a couple of years as well. Actually, Paul has been trading before us. So he has some good wisdom with this market as well. Guys, this is as simple as it is. Like, literally, this is as simple as it is. Ah, shit. So what I just did there was click this. So it just saved GBP USD on my AUD card chart. So I no longer have an AUD card. So you need to get accustomed saving these charts. I'll have to go back and save AUD, do over AUD card. So I now change to GBP USD. All right, if I come back to AUD card, all right, so kind of like that, something like that. Something like that. Hi guys, you have any questions on anything? You want to learn your support, your resistance, and your trend lines. Everything else will just make sense after. Learn that and you'll be able to make a lot of money. Learn that and learn patience. All right, question pertaining to twin trading. If you use lot size of say 0.5, would you take both orders at 0.5 or would you divide it into two? Well, you wouldn't get 2.5, 0.2.5. You will get either, you can take one position at 0.3, the next position at 0.2. You could probably use the bigger one. You could use the bigger one for your 20 pips, so you secure most profit upfront, and then trail the next one at 0.2, less risk on your account. And that will ensure that your stop loss being 30 pips will be 3% of your account risk. Now, you could do two orders at 0.5 each. But, this is the big but, and this is all based on you. You are now increasing your risk by an additional 3%. So, let me type that out so you could see it. Oh, that. Option one. Option one at 0. I'll just give it, all right, I'll use your example. 0.05 lots. Position one at 0.3. Position two at 0.2. That's option one. Now we have option two. Same risk. Well, option two now is position one and position two. Your risk now increases 6% because if you take two positions on the same lot size, your risk now increased to 3% on each position. So the choice is yours. If you are comfortable with risking 6% of your account, this is your lot size. If you are comfortable with risking 3% of your account, this is your lot size. So the options are really there to you, whichever one that you choose. If you're using a 30 pip stop loss, I should put that is your choice. Make sense? Alvin, let me know if you caught that. Option one, position one is it 0.03? Oh yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, and you could switch it up. You could put 0.02 and then 0.03 or 0.03 and 0.02. It's all up to you. Because I mean, I would prefer to take most profits off the table up front. And you're most welcome. So guys, let me keep it simple. Let me get this money and let me live happy. I mean, that's the best I could put it, because when I really understood that this is this simple, I was like, dang, I was just thinking about too much different things and trying to do too much different things. And then I realized that this is just as simple as this. Support, resistance, trend lines. To break the trend line, it's gonna go that way. Guess what? If it doesn't break the trend line, you don't enter the trade, so you don't lose any money, and trade continue going on its way. That is what I love about trading this particular style. You don't get, you know, you don't have a win to loss ratio really. You have a profitability increase because of the fact that you don't just enter a trade because the scanner says sell and it's at a resistance. You enter a sell because it's kind of broken out of the trend line. So it's no longer trending in the opposite direction. It's actually starting to go in the direction that you want. So everybody's good with that? Anybody have any questions on that? I honestly wanted to go full out and break down support, resistance, trend lines, how I usually do it, but I didn't see the need to do it this morning. And this is another thing I want you guys to get. You see this one especially. You saw how I draw this trend line here, and then I drew this trend line here. Yeah, you want to understand this. If the market is trending and then it breaks, it has a, like a sub trend, anything you want to call it, you want to also identify this. When you identify this, this is where you're looking for the break. Not necessarily quite here. You would have already missed some movements. So you want to be able to identify the major trend and smaller trends. Now I like the 1 hour setup because I have my most profitability from that versus the 15-minute. So this is just my preference with it. You guys could have some great profitability on the 15-minute. You just need to be consistent at what you do it. So that's EUD CAD. Let's just jump back to GBP So this one was just this particular trend line from here. Go up, there, go up. Break out of this one, take profit at this one first, and then if it breaks through, you can continue. I can show you something that might happen. This is what you could possibly anticipate to happen. This happens, this happens, this happens, this happens. this happens, and then this happens. Now, remember this, and remember this real quick. Isn't this, how many of you caught CAD JPY this week? Remember this move. Breakout, pull back, come down, pull back, come down, pull back, drop. All right, so this kind of don't have it anymore. This isn't the chart for it, but you guys could still see it. This was the trend line here. All right, that was the major one that we called earlier on this week. That was the major one. And then this was the smaller one. I think I had 3 on this. So we got the breakout, we got the drop to the trend line, we got the drop to this trend line here, came back up, came back down, came back up, and came back up, came back down, came back up, and then down, drop to this trend line, drop to the floor, drop to the floor. Isn't this similar to what I just dropped on the other one? So you just want to have the patience, because this was, I think, Tuesday. Well, it's saying the 13th here, but it's actually 12 based on time zone. Let me change it. So yeah, see, it's now the 12th. So this was the 12th, which was, I believe, Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Bang, bang. All of 105 pips. And it's all the break of the trend line. Look at it. Broke the trend line there. It sold. Broke the trend line there. It sold. Broke the trend line there. It sold. You just need to have patience. And you just need to learn support resistance and trend lines. So, you guys have any more questions? We could wrap this thing up. Why isn't this chart saving? You guys have any questions on anything? Okay. Hi, Aaron. I joined late. The new alliance in the UD card, was there another pair alliance before that? No. I was just kind of talking before that. I don't think we didn't. So it's just AUD card, GPUSD, and I'm sure there's more. I just didn't look. NZD, USD. Keep it simple. NZD, USD, up. Up. Too easy. Let me see. Nope. That one worked there. Sometimes you could get a counter trend line that will actually make your trading a little bit more accurate, but if you don't, that is fine. Sometimes you could. This one looks like it will work. Maybe, maybe not. Let me see. Do I like it? I don't really like it too much. Yep, so let's look at this right here. If this comes to this area, or this area, we're looking to sell anywhere over here, or right there. But it needs to be, this candle needs to close and open on this side. You need to wait for the candle to open on this side. Down, down, down. It's a lot of cells though. NZD. But you look for closure, reopening of the candle on the 15-minute or the hourly time frame. I like the hourly time frame. Let me show you why. I think I saw a good enough example here. Yep. Let me show you why. This is why. You see this wick, more than likely, would have been a close on the 15-minute time frame. Let me see if I could change, if it'll show up here. It wouldn't show up here. Yeah, candles don't really change. So when you draw this there, Wally, this 15-minute candle probably close under, and this would have given you a close on the next side of the trend line. You know what? I could probably look at it here. So this is the trend we are looking at, right? Let's just use this one for an example. And lock this into place. Now, if I jump to the 15-minute, Wally, look at what happened here. It closed above, it opened under, and then guess what? Let me see where did this candle open? This particular blue candle opened. If you look over here, you're gonna see the price is open at, right? So it opened at 94384, which is right here. So this candle opened right here, which is under the trend line. This red candle opened at 9440, which was basically right here. Which is on this side of the trend line as well. So this is what I've realized when you jump to a lower time frame. This is kind of why I like to use the 1 hour. It did open on this side of the trend line, but guess what? It didn't stay there. It went up. We were looking to sell. Versus waiting for a 1 hour candle to open on the other side of the trend line. That's where if you look at it, when you jump back to the 1 hour, it closed. If you look, all right, let me bring this. If you look at this here, you're gonna see the close number. This candle closed at 94431. So 94431 is up here. So this candle closed over here, which is above the trend line. So if you jump to the lower time frame, it puts you in a real bad position because it makes you believe that, okay, it meets your criteria, but it messes up your analysis. Yep. So I'm sure that probably worked for somebody else too. I mean, answer a concern for somebody else. I use the 1 hour. I use it for that exact same reason. Not to be in this crazy position. Gentlemen, let me share something with you and the ladies on this call. Straight up, if you are not having the results that we are having, guess what? Let me share something mind-blowing. You guys didn't spend the amount of time that we spent. One of the things is this. These things that you guys are going through, it happened to us. So if you're measuring our success to where you are, it's a good measurement. But guess what? Always keep that measurement real. Why I say keep it real is because where we are today is a very good position. Where we were, 2 years ago, man, was a very good position because we were learning. And we were learning, and we had the mindset that we were going to take however long it takes. We're going to put in our time because we know that today would have come. A lot of people said they had that mindset. And guess what? Today, they are doing what they were doing 2 years ago. Most people give up. And they give up too soon. Do I feel sorry? Hell yeah, I feel sorry. I reflect every day. Why? It's because trading has become second nature and it has become simple. But we went through our process. Most people give up too soon. Everything that I'm doing here now, somebody was doing it before and I wasn't understanding it. So if you're in a position where I'm doing it and you're not understanding it, guess what? The more you practice, the more you look at it, the more you understand it, the better you're going to get at it. But don't rob yourself of all the good things to come by giving up too soon. I think that's the best advice I could give you guys on this trade session, is that everything is simple. Just understand support, resistance, trend lines. And I could do this on any chart, and I'll be able to make money. But I can tell you why I use the harmonic scanner. The harmonic scanner has all the Fibonacci ratios laid out. Now let me show you this. A lot of people like to use fibs, right? Let me just jump back to CAD JPY. We call the sell from up here, right? Basically call the sell from up here. So let me show you something here. If I'm to draw a line from there, and we use Fibonacci tool, swing low, swing high, guess what? We didn't need to know fibs for us to know that, hey, see this level, 618. Look at what happened with the market here at this level. It went back in the next direction, right? But this kind of also told us to buy. You want to see something else? Does this look familiar to you all? Break the trend line, touch, come back, touch. It break the trend line, you buy. What is this blue line? It is support, right? Isn't this blue line support? Gonna go all the way back with it. What is this blue line here, guys? Oh man, why is this thing doing that? Thing draw two lines or kind of thing. I guess so. Let me get this thing to fix a little bit. Let me adjust this. So we have resistance, resistance and support, resistance. We have support, support now, right? Now check this out. We didn't have to learn support. I mean, we didn't have to learn Fibonacci's. We didn't have to learn how to draw fibs. Where's the right era to draw your fibs? All right, where should I pull my fib, swing high to which swing low? All this kind of rah-rah to know that, yo, This is support. Support, support. Resistance, support, support. Guess what? 618 Fibonacci level. Oh, wow. You want to see something? Market moves in 5 waves, right? It's the Elliott's wave. If we go to measure low to high, to low to high, to low to high, what are we going to get? Now 5 waves? Like it's right here. Elliott impulsive wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2. Oh man, I hate when I do that. Let me see if I could get this to work well. 3. It's not gonna do it. I'm gonna show you there. And people wanna know why I say don't bother to learn all the advanced. This is Elliott's wave. 1, 2, 3. All right. 5. Wow, the market sold from there. You want to see how easy we made Forex trading for you guys? Guess what? I had to learn Elliott's wave. I had to learn Fibonacci. I had to learn harmonics. I had to learn all of these things before I realized, wait. Oh, you do not need to know all of this. Let me show you my problem when I was learning Elliott's wave. Where does the 5th level really end? Because remember, the market is pushing up. Remember, if we have to measure Fibonacci, we're going from swing high to swing low, right? So if we go from this swing high, and I thought, well, okay, this is the next swing high. Okay, this is the end of the 5th wave. And then the market keep pushing up. And I'm like, where does the 5th wave really end? That was one of my biggest problems. And when I was learning it. So I had a big challenge in understanding where the 5th wave really ends because the market continues to move up. So here it is that you all just saw that you don't need to learn Elliott's wave. You don't need to understand much. Where is this thing, man? All right, I can't find it. Yeah, you don't need to learn much Fibonacci levels. The scanner is doing that for you. Scanner said, yo, the 5th wave is finished. This is where we're now going to have a ABC correction in the market. You want to check something out? Look at this. Elliott corrective wave, ABC. You see it? A, B, C, D. Oh, I need to count there. Right? We have an ABC corrective wave. Boom, boom, boom. And then it drops. All of that is in the advanced. All of that is in market geometry. Guess what? All of that. And last week, all we did was, what did we do, guys? All we did was this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a major trend. This is a minor one. You get a breakout of it, and you sell. How much pips you collected on that? You collected 105 pips. Let me show you all. Let me see if I find it. I'm looking through Telegram right now. I think I did it wrong. Let's see, but you know what? Date on wrong shot. Shots. My bad. Okay, I can't seem to find it right now. It's somewhere in there. But you guys get the drift. You guys kind of understand what I'm sharing with you all. You guys understand why I just stick to support resistance and trend lines? It's because this thing, the harmonic scanner, doing all the work for you. Make sense? All right, guys. So it's at that time we got a couple trades, and I am not too sure. Let's see. I think we did GBP USD, AUD CAD, NZD USD. You guys want to keep your eyes on those. Look out for those things, and hope you guys got some value. Not really what I wanted to do, but it's kind of where I swing today. Kind of do a lot of things on feelings, the way I feel. If it makes any sense to you, I don't know, but it kind of makes some sense to me. But do you guys understand why I choose to teach you all that particular way that I use it versus telling you go and learn the intermediate, the advanced market geometry? It's because it took me some time to learn all of that, and only to realize after knowing all of that is that you already don't need to know all of that. Is it good to know? Yeah. But I'm like this. If this tool is doing all of that for me, I don't need to do all of that. In 2 minutes, I analyze a chart. It makes sense. I place a trade. I don't need to go and draw fibs, and I don't need to go and draw, Elliot's wave, and I don't need to look for the correction, and I don't need to figure out all these things because it's already done for me. Is today? Is there going to be? Oh yeah, actually, guys, we record the Saturday sessions only, and before we used to record all sessions, and I'll tell you why we stopped doing it. I personally put a stop to it because of the fact that it's Saturday morning. I mean, I had a late night. I mean, we have lives too. I had a late night, like late this morning kind of night. And I still had to get up this morning to make sure that, at least we provide some value. I had breakfast on this call with you guys. And what I also realized is that if we record these sessions and just put it out there, people don't value our time. Remember, we're doing this for free because we want to see you guys win. We want to make sure that you guys are, getting the results that you desire. But when we have the recordings done and available, most people be like, "Ah, well, no big deal. I'm not gonna come on your session. I'll catch your recording." And we stop recording it for that particular reason. But then I got the understanding, and it was a real situation that I totally agree and I totally support, which is I know a lot of parents this morning they have swim classes, they have, gym and tennis and all the music and all the lessons that the kids need to do. I know that most of them are tied up with that this morning. Saturday morning, I don't have any kids, so I mean, I know how some people are. I mean, when it comes to parenthood, there's a lot of responsibilities, especially on a Saturday morning. So I know a lot of people want the information, but they can't be on. Now, now I will do the recordings, which we recently started back doing, just for the parents on your team. I mean, if you're single, and I have nothing against single people or anything, but I'm just saying this. If you're single and you're missing these sessions, guess what? you just doing yourself an injustice, not really me. But for the parents that have their responsibilities, guess what? I feel you and I understand you, and that's why we record it and put it available to just for the parents. It's mostly with them in mind. It's gonna be on the BT website that we have. So there's a tab on the BT website if you guys look. And I really, like, honestly, I really hope you guys are not sleeping on the BT side, because Chrising does a fantastic job in upkeeping this website. It's like, Chrising, what's up, bro? What's up with the BT side? No. Oh, there we go. Oh, I had the wrong link. My bad. Cool. I mean, look at what the dude does with this website. I mean, it looks like an official iMarkets Live website. We have impact 20,000 families. It's a vision for the organization. We have our next upcoming event. We have, ways for you to book. He shows recaps of the last event. You have this thingy down here. Every single thing. You want to learn how to get started with us in our team? He has all the videos here for you. You want to know what is the plan? He has your downloadable resources for the plan for you guys. You want to become a successful IBO? He has stuff for you. You want to become, successful at trading? He has stuff for you. Roadmaps, option 1. You want to learn how to, just be a customer and a trader? You want to select option 1. Option 2, you want to be a customer and get your service for free? You want to select option 2. Option 3, you want to be like us and help thousands of families around the world? You select option 3. You want to know when's the next event? You look over here. Open trade nights, Port of Spain and San Fernando. Get the information over here. Trade sessions. Guess what? This is where you're going to get the trade sessions posted. So today, whenever I finish, process it, I'll send Chris the link and he's going to put it up here for you guys. So Saturday sessions only are going to be recorded. Monday and Wednesday, we're not going to record it. And why I choose to do Saturday sessions recorded is because we really break it down on a Saturday. This Saturday, I really didn't break down much. But some of the things we do on a Saturday is a bit more than what we do on a Monday and Wednesday. So yeah, you all are going to get it recorded. Oh, you're a parent as well? Congrats, man. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I mean, this is our Saturday trade sessions. This is why we use the scanner. This is why I believe in it. It's because it is doing so much in the background that you don't even, most people don't even know how much this tool really does. Like, how many of you knew about Elliott's wave implemented into the scanner before I showed you it there? How many of you knew that the scanner really does break down Fibonacci levels for you? And trade out in the chat box and let me know if you knew and if you ever saw it like that before. Yeah, a lot of people think, we just, how to put it, baby traders, we do support resistance alone, and that's all we know. But guys, we know. It's just that we choose not to. I personally, I can speak for myself. I don't need to do all of the fanciness. Straight basics, major results. So with that being said, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Look forward to seeing you guys Monday night. Look forward to seeing you guys Wednesday night. Look forward to seeing you guys Tuesday night. How many of you actually caught the little BRS session we had with Neil Sukram on Wednesday night? I know people on the outside of Trinidad always was like, yo, would we live stream it, but you guys actually got, piece of the action. You guys want to get the BRS? You don't want to miss Tuesday and Thursday. It's the 2 nights that we do it. Saturday trade sessions, Monday and Wednesday is where we do our thing. Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's where we do, basically the BRS. So check this out. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, not Friday. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday and Saturday. 5 days for the week, we have trade sessions. 5 days for the week, you have a successful and proficient trader analyzing the market for you. All you need to do is be on. Guess what? Swipe trades, killed it. They're gonna continue to kill it. I could put my confidence into those dudes right now because of what I know that they are doing. That was a tongue twister there. That they are doing in the background. Swipe trades is gonna kill it. Our team is already killing it. We have Bounce Back killing it. We have Luke Longmire with Gold Cup, fantastic service, killing it. We have Picasso with Swipe Coin. The dude is literally the only person I will take cryptocurrency advice from. And then we have IM Markets Live TV. I started the call with this, and I'm going to end the call with this. If you all are not making money, you don't want to make money. There is no way possible, like none, that you all cannot double your account every single month in iMarket Live. No. I could understand if you're brand new and you don't understand a lot of things, but from your second month, you should be literally 50 to 100% every single month. Minimum. That's like minimum. That's like if you're lazy, kind of minimum. So look forward to seeing you guys during this week. Take care. Have some fun this weekend. Make some time to spend the money that you guys are earning, right? Can't stash away all. Don't stash away all. Doesn't do nothing for you in the banks. Try spending some. So guys, this is Aaron Rampasad. It was a pleasure serving you guys on a Saturday morning. It's now Saturday afternoon. And what I want to say is take care and have a great week ahead. Keep your eyes on those peers. I'll post some screenshots of them after this call. So good day, goodbye, take care. For the Point Fortin people, see you guys in a little bit. For the Woodland people, see you guys in a little bit. And yeah, guys, guess what? We don't just trade alone. We go out there and help a lot of people. So this evening, I'm in Point Fortin at 3:30. We starting at 4 p.m. As soon as I finish that, I'm gonna leave there because I have another meeting in Woodland starting at 7 p.m. And then tomorrow we have another meeting. Then Monday as well. Guess why? A lot of people need what we have. Who does not need to grow their money every single week? If they say they don't need money every single week, then why are they working? Guess what? Just go out there and help some people. Trust me, the more people you help, better you will become for many reasons. Not just financially, but many, many, many reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, good day and goodbye.